Hey butterflies, welcome back to Evolving Butterfly Goddess with me, Moe Nicole. Here we are all about evolving out loud in our life, our money, and our purpose through the energy of our ancestors. I want to thank you for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes here on the channel. It is always appreciated, my loves. And a major shout out to all the channel members as well as the members over on my website. Thank you for your continued support. And then a shout out to those of you all who have patronized my tea and candle company. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, y'all. If you're interested in checking out any of my membership programs, my classes, books, all of that, check out the links and things down below. Thank you to everyone who has purchased my angel number book as well. You can get the PDF on my website as well as on Amazon, okay? But we are getting into another another angel number reading today. This is the 222 message actually, okay? And so this 222 energy, just to give an idea of two energy is about togetherness, it's about balance, it's about the dichotomy, okay? Dichotomy is light, dark, off, on, up, down, left, right, okay? Opposites, total opposites, okay? And so you know how to say opposites attract at times, okay? That's more so the dichotomies coming together like a magnet, okay? So the north and the south pole connect together. You can't put two souths together, okay? And so dichotomy is very important when it comes to our life and when it comes to finding balance, okay? So another one could be masculine, feminine, okay? Finding balance in between all of that and with the dichotomies. And so with that balance of the dichotomies though, I feel like a lot of you all have been in the process, I'm hearing balancing your chakras and balancing what it is that you need within yourself. But then what I wrote down here was that someone may be trying to change like how you do it or how you do your process, how you incorporate the dichotomies, how you incorporate your personal balance, okay? They may want you to have all of this one thing here, but you're just like, no, I want to have a balance of it, I want to, find the middle ground of it all, okay? And so watch out for someone trying to come in and change you and wanting you to just follow one particular way when you're finding that balance is what makes you whole, is what I'm hearing as well. But this 222 energy in general, I wasn't expecting, like what was just coming out with the dichotomy, I wasn't expecting for that part of the message to come out. So I actually am going to go to the book and we're going to read the energy of a 2, and then we're going to get deeper into this message, okay? So 2 by itself as a cardinal number, and then 222 together equates down to a 6, which is all about structure, organization, processes, wellness, okay? So 2 is a number that carries the frequency of balance and togetherness. It can represent relationships, scales, and decisions. The number 2 is one of mediation and making decisions, and even legal decisions. It represents the dichotomy of the yin and the yang, yes and no, day and night, off and on, and etc. The moon represents the number 2 in numerology, as it handles issues that are not always done in the open or even comfortable. The number 2 is all about finding a way for everything or everyone to win. Those who are born on the 2nd, 11th, 20th, or 29th of the month carry a primary 2 energy. Years of age that reduce to a 2 represent a 2 energy of your year of life. So for example, ages 2, 11, 20, 29, 38, 47, 56, 65, and 74, to name a few. I could have gone further, but I didn't want to, okay? And so when it comes to finding balance, you may think of like Libra, the Libra scales, right? But think about the moon. The moon oftentimes hides the things that the sun would normally bring to the light, okay? And so you know how to say, what's done in the dark comes to the light. There's an energy of something that is being hidden, but it's needed to progress to the next step. So whether someone has been choosing to not address this thing or not handle it, the energy of that thing not being addressed is affecting the next steps of your life. So there could be a decision that needs to be made, but someone is choosing to not make that decision. But we have the end of a tough cycle approaches here, okay? And so when it comes to not making decisions when we need to make a decision, that can sometimes hold us back. Okay? So I want you to stop and think, if you've been seeing this 222 energy or you feel connected to it, what in your life have you been wanting to change, or you've been giving an option or the ability to change and do differently, but you haven't quite put your energy to it? That's what Spirit wants you to start focusing on. That's what Spirit wants you to get more connected to build a stronger relationship to. Or it could even be a person, okay? It doesn't have to be a thing. It could be a person. But whatever it is, this thing that may be being ignored or disregarded is that same thing that's needed for this tough cycle to come to an end. So it's a decision. Some of you all, it's a decision that relates to your children, something with your family, your home, even, or a car or something. I'm hearing, because I just saw the Chariot in my head. But the Chariot also can represent this journey of getting from one space to the next, okay? The Atet, traveling from the night to the daytime as the sun sets. So we just got the Moon and then the Hermit energy. And it's crazy because Hermit is ruled by Virgo, and I was just saying how 222 equates to a 6, which is the 6th house with Virgo energy, okay? And so, and then you have the magic cards. So you have all major arcana that's coming out with this. So this is very, very powerful, okay? So this is giving the energy of needing to separate yourself into a space, go into this hermit mode space to really get a take on what's going on in your life, to really get an inventory of what's going on in your life, okay? What's working, what's not working, what's influencing you, what's not influencing you. I'm hearing some of you all need to go back and read some of your old diaries that you used to put in, some of your old diary entries. If you're on social media, it makes me think of like the Facebook memories. You know, look at some of your Facebook memories from some years ago. Where were you at your life at that time? Okay, because given a sense of something being cyclical, something happening again, or making sure that you don't make a decision that's going to put you back into a similar position that you were once in before. So this Moon energy is definitely uncovering with the Kansu, uncovering parts of yourself that may have been hidden, uncovering that the uncomfortable things, because your Moon rules number 2. So uncovering the uncomfortable things, being able to discuss the uncomfortable things without being super aroused, okay? Because in the midst of those things that are uncomfortable, that you may be fearing, connecting to, or learning, those are the same things that house your magic with the Haku. So with this Heka magic that's coming out, this is some real ancestral energy. You know, snakes actually represent health. That's why in osteopathic medicine, it has the snake that winds up. It deals with health and healing. Historically, it's something about you facing a fear to be able to embrace your true authentic magic. What have you been afraid of ghosts, afraid of something that's been in your closet, something that you put away into the closet and like hiding it away, and it's like, oh well, if I don't deal with it or if I don't look at it, then it's not going to affect me. But I'm hearing it is affecting you. It will affect you. The energy of it is still lingering because you haven't fully let it go in some way. We have communication and individuality that's coming out. Some of you all may need to make an important phone call and get it out the way. But, you know, what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? This Nun card is a 9. Kansu with the Moon is a 18, which deduces to a 9. That's the number of completion. Heka Magic is 24. So this is in this deck, there's extra cards in the major arcana because it's magical and historical ancestral energy. But this 6 is about structure, organization, wellness. So something needs to be completed and ended in order to move to this next step. So for example, I used to be a daily weed smoker. And I realized I had to get rid of it. Spirit kept telling me I needed to get rid of it for myself. And when I got rid of it, I felt my brain felt clearer. I felt like messages were coming through clearer. I didn't feel like I was suppressing my energy and things of that nature, you know, and I had to address why I did it so much. And so now if I do it sporadically, it's because I have a reason for why I'm doing it in that moment, and it's not something that I feel that I need now. I'm not using it to suppress something inside of me or to not address something that I need to be addressing, but I'm using it for a particular ceremonial type of energy. And this is giving a vibe of, just because you have to potentially get rid of something or do something different, it doesn't mean that you won't ever do it again, or you won't ever embrace it again, or experience it again. It's just that it's a time and place for everything of when you embrace it or connect to it. It's a time and place for everything. Yeah, self-discipline is coming out. So what is it that you're connecting to right now with that 2 energy that may not be the best for you at this time, or it's hiding something, it's shadowing something else, you know? So for example, you know, I would cover up my depression and having to heal wounds with sex and weed. And I'm wondering why, you know, then who's attracting to me, that's all they want, sex and weed. They just want to smoke, hang out, do this. And then I realized, like, wait, you're hiding things within yourself that you're not dealing with. I'm taking in this energy. I'm doing the same thing. So let me get to the heart of why I'm doing this. What is triggering this for me to go back to these behaviors or to want to connect myself in that manner? So I chose to go celibate. Best decision of my life. I'm able to control that energy more now. Instead of giving that energy away in that manner, I can put it into my work. That's my magic. That moon energy, the things that we may hide or we feel very connected to. This is also, the moon represents Pisces in the tarot. But then when we have the Heka coming out, that's all signs, that's all energy, that's all encompassing. Being able to use all energy together. But this is giving a sense of, what do you need to have some self-discipline with? What are you using or doing to cover up something else? Are you afraid to sit with yourself with this hermit energy? So what may you be doing to keep you from sitting with yourself? I have found myself, I wasn't getting enough silence. And so I was like, wait, let me get ready in the morning in silence. Let me cook my breakfast in silence. Let me make my tea and coffee in silence. And I realized it was like a whole ASMR. As I was putting things down, putting it down, stirring the, you know, everything in, like, I felt the ASMR coming up inside of me. And I'm like, if I was listening to all these other things, I wouldn't have been able to tune into this space that I needed to be in. So something that you may be doing may be keeping you from that personal growth of what you want. So what is it that you are using to cover up something else? And once you identify that thing, what can you do to move past it? So is it relationships? Is it habits? Is it always needing to be around other people? Is it smoking? Is it drinking? Is it sex? Is it overstimulation of knowledge? Some people, they take in so much knowledge but never apply it. That's just as bad as somebody who don't take in knowledge. You got to give yourself time to apply it. You can't just keep getting it. What are you taking with what you learn? Take the time to apply it, learn deeper, and then obtain more. So even in my Butterfly School of Transformation, like, I could easily give a bunch of information at one time, but it's best to go piece by piece so we can apply it. Give us time to take it in, interpret it, fully understand it for ourselves. So then when the next piece comes, it's building on, and it's not just a bunch of stuff hoarding up there. We got to be able to process it, just like our food. We can't overconsume. We overconsume. What you doing? Your stomach feel like you 4 months pregnant. You get tired, sleepy. So then now you're not doing other things. Versus when you're eating a balanced meal, you have energy to do things. So, as our incense is coming to the end, what are you using to accommodate and cover up for something else? And it's time to break those chains. 8 of Scarabs, and I was the Sun card with the 8 in. Time to break those chains. And take it step by step. Step by step. Day by day. In a particular way. Isn't that on an old 90s sitcom? Step by step, day by day. I don't know. Let me know if y'all in this. It's from an old 90s sitcom. I can't think of what it is. But anyway, if you remember what it is, let me know down below in the comments. But that's the message with this 222 message, y'all. What are you using to cover up something else? And are you ready to break those chains? So, if you're ready to break the chains, just let me know down below in the comments. The chain is broken. The chain is broken. You hear me? Get us a butterfly card. The door that closes for me is the wrong door. The door that opens for me is the right door. You about to be opening up the right door and walking through that thing, okay? And it's always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do. Period. I love you all. And as always, continue to bloom.